We've had a very busy year, as you can imagine. I think there's been lots of changes, but we've been very lucky to have succeeded in passing the Automated Vehicles Act, which has really set the UK up, re-established our leadership, I think, in regulation and legislation on the global stage, and I think that's a lot of countries are sort of now looking to see what we do next. So there's some big challenges now around implementation, but I think we've seen some great new companies coming to the UK over the past year or two. But Omeo come from New Zealand, we've got Eversum coming out of Austria, and we've got a number of other really great projects that are sort of coming to fruition. So for the current program that my team has been delivering, working hard with Zenzik, Innovate UK, and all of our industrial partners. So it's a very exciting time, and we're getting to this really exciting point where, you know, what's going to happen next. And I think that's the point where we're talking a lot very closely to industry and informing those views to the new government. And I think what we've seen today with the Transport Minister is a lot of interest and enthusiasm for the imperative of decarbonisation, but also the opportunity of automation and connectivity. So it's been a very busy day, a very busy year, and I think there's more to come. I think the big challenge now is that everyone's sort of starting to recognize we're now starting to circle in on those sorts of use cases, off-road logistics, passenger services. These are sort of, feels like the earliest, greatest opportunities. So people are ready in terms of the sector. I think we're trying to make sure that the public understanding will be there, and PAVE UK has been doing a lot of work. That's a new entity here that's going to help with public understanding of the technology. But the big question I think everyone's trying to understand is that business case question. And where's that big customer going to come from that's going to help unlock these things? And looking around the world, we don't see very many people that have answered that question yet, but I think we can sort of see that pressure coming of an answer. So it's going to happen, and I think we've got to make sure that we're ready in the right way to respond, and I think that's what we've been doing for the past few years. I think looking around the world and visiting other markets, I think the one thing that has always struck me is the way that in the UK, I think we work across sectors and collaborate across sectors really effectively, and actually the nature of communication between industry and academia and government is much more mature and than you can see in some other markets. And I think that's a massive advantage, because I think that helps us position us as that problem-solving country, because there are loads of challenges left for these technologies. But I think here in the UK we're really well set up to respond to those, and we can't do it all ourselves, so we were looking at who can we partner with. We've got some great international investors in the UK, working with them, working with our own SMEs. We'll talk to everyone, be ready to work with everyone, and keen to make things happen in the UK and then export it around the world.